Hello, it is Monday and it is a new weekly reading vlog. Oh yes, good morning. It is Monday and I have yet to do anything of note. To be fair, I've had breakfast. I still need to straighten my hair. If I'm going to straighten my hair, I might not straighten my hair. I think I might straighten my hair. I need to get back into the rhythm of doing stuff. And since I found my straighteners and my hair looks much better when it's been straightened and like just styled a little bit. Styled. That is probably one of the things I need to do. I am just jumping on. By the way, I did go to bed. This is not, I didn't just sit here all night, even though it kind of looks like it. But yeah, I have already had some book mail, which is, I thought this was going to be a novel. But I think in fact it is a novella because this is, can you believe this? Look, I've got great respect for our posties. I really, really do. But instead of, so they'd already made me go to the door because they posted a letter through. And then the same guy comes back 5 minutes, so like I go get the letter, put it on the side because it's not mine. Come back, sit down, press play. Door goes again. So instead of putting this teeny weeny little thing through the letterbox, he knocks on the door, puts it on the step in front of the door, and buggers off. So here's me, like, disabled, struggles with mobility, can't bend over to pick things up because all the blood rushes to my head, but it can't get back out because of my Chiari malformation, and I can, like, go down, like, so easily. If anything's on low shelves now, I'm stuck. And the thing is, if it's on the floor, like, it's easier because I can, like, squat down rather than bend. But this was on a step underneath that. So, like, the tipping foot, it's really difficult for me to get stuff off the step. So, but of course, as well, he tucks it in to the side. So, there's a plant there, a bush that I need to trim it. Well, actually, the machine died as I was trimming it. So, I need to find the charger. Kay doesn't know where the charger is either. But yeah, it's like, thanks, making a disabled woman get up twice, and then making her have to, like, fuck about to try to get it. Anyway, here is the new, Murderbot. I thought this was going to be a full-length novel. I don't know why, but it is not. And it is one of the, I really like this texture. I couldn't wait to get any paperback, so I just bought the hardback. I really would like to get this in all the hardbacks that it comes in. I really like this texture that it does this in. It's like matte and like gritty almost, not gritty, but like, I don't know. So this is the Murderbot is back and it doesn't appreciate your enthusiasm. I really want to drop everything and read this, and considering it's only like 242 pages, this is very doable. Very, very doable. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in, start the vlog, show you that, and yeah, I'll update you later on. Although it's very much later on Monday. I'm just like waiting until I can take my pills before I go to bed. The hair is up because it was touching me, and if anybody understands that feeling, you'll know why the hair is up. These are touching me and it's annoying me, so I can't wait for them to grow. I've also not straightened my hair, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I'm now on page 426 of State of Heaven. Well, at least I just said the page out loud. Or is it 426? Jeez. And now on page 426 of City of Heavenly Fire. I can hear the hearts breaking of every person that's ever read a book that is watching this happen to me right now. I'm going to put my bookmark in this thing, just in case. I'm 200. Okay, I'm 426 pages into City of Heavenly Fire. Now, bear in mind, I'm rereading this, so I'm getting so much more information than I did the first time. This is why I love rereads. I've picked up so much that I missed in the first round, and I'll probably pick up more the next time I do it as well. But someone has just, out of context quote, but someone has just said, "And you are just a boy." And the response is, I'm 146 years old. And that's the only tone I can hear it in. Like, but you are just I am 146 years old. It's like, he probably bitch slapped your great-grandparents. Or your grandparents, I don't know how far back that would go. I've been trying to work it out. Like, generationally speaking, the difference between the infernal devices and now. Like, would the connections be like great, like how many great-grandparents? I could probably work it out based on like rough ages of people having children, but I don't know how removed they are from. So what? Maybe generations like 25 to 30 years. So if we say 25, it's like 105 generations back would be 130 years. So yeah, 5 generations. So parent, grandparent, great-grandparent, great-great-grandparent, great-great-grandparent. So 3 times grandparents. Potentially just great-great-grandparents, depending on ages of people when they had children. Because, you know, if they're having children every 30 years, that's a lot different than 25. Yeah, I understand. But yes, I don't have much left of this. Relatively speaking, it is 600 and, what was it, 30? Nope, 40, 30, 638 pages left. So I've got 212-ish pages left. I don't think I'm getting this finished tonight. I would like to get it finished, because I also want to add platform decay to my reading, but because all I've got left to read, right? All I've got left to read after this is this, which should be a lot faster than, you know, this, as you can imagine. So I've got this, and then I've got People Watching, which I've got on my Kindle because it's an ARC. This is also an ARC, but we won't talk about that. And then I would really like to read this. It's only 242 pages. I now want all of these in this hardback edition. I did find them on Vinted, but it'd be like 120 quid for all of them, and I don't have money to be throwing around for no good reason at the moment. So, yeah, that's it's a want, not a need. But yeah, I should be. I have no clocks that I can see in my vicinity. It's 11:20, and I should be able to, if I give myself another 10 minutes, then I could take them. I usually take them at midnight, so like half an hour's not too bad before, but I don't want to, like, and then wake up at 6 in the morning to take them, so I don't want too much time to elapse. But yeah, and hopefully I can get a decent sleep, like I did last night, although I did very much dream of Shadowhunter stuff last night. Whose idea was it to read 2 emotionally charged end of series books from the same series one after another? It was mine. I know it was mine. But like, after reading Clockwork Princess and then reading this, like, I fully 100% agree that you should read this after finishing the Last Hours trilogy, the Infernal Devices. I think you should read the first 5 books, then read that, then read this. That has been so beneficial for me. So beneficial for matching up different things. Like, I missed the first time. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about the mark on Jace's shoulder. Totally forgotten about it. Absolutely 100% forgot. I forgot that Jem had a cane sword. Like, I forgot. I even asked Kay this. I just think, listen, Gideon and Gabriel, right? If I gave you the names Gideon and Gabriel and asked you to tell me which one you thought was older, right? I feel like a lot of you would say Gabriel. Gabriel sounds like an older brother name. Gideon sounds like a younger brother name. But no, Gideon is the older one. Gabriel is the younger one. And I had to try and get my head around that. Because in my head, Gabriel is the older one, Gideon is the younger one. And it kept confusing me. Because they'd say like Gideon did. I was like, but why is Gideon doing that? Because you think it's Gabriel, but it's Gideon. And I asked Kay, and she agreed that she thinks, like, I didn't tell her, I just said, which of these names sounds like an older brother? Like, which one sounds like the older brother, which one sounds like the younger brother? And she agreed. Gideon sounds like the younger brother, Gabriel sounds like the older brother. Tell me what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm getting heated, literally. Like I'm too warm because I'm getting annoyed. But I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna read a bit more of this. I'm gonna take my pills, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I probably have to finish this. There's no way I'm reading 200 pages. I will probably just finish this chapter. I am on chapter 18. Chapter 19 is page 440, so that will take me to just under 200 pages, which is a good stopping point. Hello, it is Tuesday and it is boiling today. I really feel for anybody that's in like the south, because like it's glorious, but in Kay's out in the garden doing something. I mean, it's too sunny to see. It's too sunny to see. We have been organising Hamish's trays as well. So we've got a thing on our, what's it called? For our heat pump, right? And I keep saying this, so this, I don't know if you can see it. There we go, 27 degrees, that's the outside temperature. 24 degrees is the inside temperature, right? And that temperature gauge is outside, in the back of the house. So it is like, basically, up, somewhere up here, outside behind a downpipe, and protect it kind of from the elements. So it is out in the outside in the shade, on the, I keep saying the south side of the house, but my brain thinks south back, north front. It's on the north side of the house. The south side of the house is the one getting all the sun. But yeah, so it's outside and it is boiling. 27 degrees. Hamish is, here we go. He has been, do you think he's been sitting anywhere where it's cool? We've got the fan on for him and everything. Do you think he's been sitting in the cool, or do you think he's been sitting on the grass in the sun? I'll let you guess. I'll let you guess where Hamish has been. Also, okay, cut back this plant now, so there's more sun coming in the window, which is nice because it's so bright and I love it when it's bright. But yeah, he was sitting out in the sun. He was. And as the door's open, door's wide open. He chose to do this. Pardon you, he just burped. My hair is an absolute travesty at the moment. It's so warm. Like I'm normally fine. I normally like love the warm, but since I've been on propanolol, as I've learned, propanolol pushes all the, it's not quite right how I'm explaining it, but basically like it pushes all the blood to your like core instead of your extremities. So my core temperature, like my actual torso, gets warmer than it should because of the propanolol, but it's trying to push the blood centrally so that I don't get as dizzy, or I don't get the carry headaches and stuff like that. So it brings the pressure down, because I don't know, a doctor explained it. I'm not a doctor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get this little man's cool mat and bring it downstairs and see if we can't help him out. Okay, proof of, please ignore the clean washing, it needs to be folded. Cool mat, yes, it's shaped like an ice cream. Hamish, full access to the cool mat. Fan is on, I might turn it up a wee bit. I have been folding washing. Like this I've all folded, but this needs folded. It's towels and they're a pain in the butt. And also, it's hot. Oh. Go lie in your cool mat. He also has water. I've topped up his water. He's just been a pain in the butt. I'm about to go to bed and read, but I thought you'd like to see this. Oh, hello. Oh, to be a wee dog on his cool mat with a fan on and a heat wave, eh? Enjoying yourself there. The wee tongue was it and everything. He only woke up because I put the camera on him, I'm telling you. Is it right? Ready? No, my goodness. Is it bedtime? Eh? Oh, that's what fell off the thing. Yes, I'm getting ready to go to bed with One for the Road, which is my next read. It's the third book in the McCabe series. I wonder if there's going to be a fourth for their sister. Oh, he's so cute. We've got cool mats everywhere. We've got a watermelon cool mat. We've got a ice cream cone cool mat. It's got a lime cool mat upstairs, which looks like the watermelon one, but is a lime. He's also got a new cool vest as well. Fits him nicely. Yes, I finished City of Heavenly Fire today. And I'm finally finished with my month's Shadowhunter stuff. And it has been so interesting. This, honestly, so far has been the perfect reading order. And the fact that I'm reading the Bane Chronicles next, when it's mentioned in the last few pages of this, impeccable. And Shadowhunter Academy also, like those books after this, perfect. But I've also started One for the Road, which is, I've already said that. This follows Alistair. I thought both of them were GPs. Turns out no. She moved to the village, to Skye, to the village, to be with her husband. I don't even know if they're married. And he has just cheated on her with his ex-girlfriend from high school. And her and their 7-year-old daughter are away to move into a tiny wee cottage while he stays in their house, their massive house, with his new girlfriend that he's been cheating on her with for months. You know, leaving his 7-year-old. I know. It's fine. Hopefully he'll get his comeuppance in this. And Alistair, who is the oldest brother, I want to say, I'm not even sure. But he is the GP. And their dad has left his GP practice, to this brother who has been sort of disgraced out of being a GP where he was in Glasgow. I'm sensing a lot of issues, a lot of mental health issues, maybe burnout, definitely burnout, which makes sense for a GP. But yes, Hamish and I will be going to bed. Hello, it is Wednesday and I am about to go shower. I just wanted to open this before I did that, because it's just arrived and I'm very excited. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. No. Yes, I think it is. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, it's upside down. What's with me and upside down stuff? So this is Lost in Space by Rebecca Thorne. Rebecca Thorne wrote the Tomes and Tea series, and this is her newest release, obviously. This is a really nice brown. It's like almost got a pink tinge to it. So this is about, I'm assuming it's sapphic, and it's about a spaceship with sentient moss. That's all I really know. Like, considering the kind of sci-fi I've been liking, and the fact that it's Rebecca Thorne, I was about to say Rebecca Ross. It's definitely not Rebecca Ross. Rebecca Thorne, I was like, yes, I'm getting this. So, ta-da! Very exciting, and it is on my TBR for next month. Ta-da! I am showered and dried and dressed, and I actually straightened my hair. I really do like how it looks when it's straightened. I think I need to just like get back on my bullshit at this point and start straightening my hair. Maybe even consider makeup. Maybe. This acne all needs to bugger off first though, not gonna lie. But yeah, we need to leave in about half an hour to go to the hospital. Kay has just an appointment for an ultrasound because she hurt her neck, and it's been kind of going off and on for a little while. So the doctor just wants an ultrasound just to make sure there's no like structural damage or anything. It's most likely either a pulled muscle, a tweaked nerve, or just like tension, like because it gets worse when she feels stressed. So she's probably just like holding it really tense. But yeah, they're just wanting to do a wee ultrasound just to make sure. So Kay's currently putting Scoosh in my car because it is out of Scoosh. And then we need to go get diesel and then to the hospital. But I thought I'd just show you that I am in fact showered. Hello from me and my horrible lighting in the library. As you can see, I decided to put some makeup on, just eyeliner, mascara. I put the mascara on and then I was like, I think it looks weird with the eyeliner. So I put eyeliner on. If this acne would just bugger off, that'd be great. I think the acne is from having my depot shot, to be perfectly honest, because it pumps like a whole lot of progesterone into my system at once, so hopefully that'll bugger off. But yeah, I'm up because you're actually leaning on my what's it called, Bridgerton set, and I need to update it into my spreadsheet because I didn't, and now my spreadsheet's all out of whack. So I need to put the details in for that, and further material, which is up there. That was a squeaky board, by the way. See, look. just to prove it to you. I'm really enjoying my hair when it's straightened. Like, it doesn't, I don't need to straighten it because it's like already straight, but it just makes it nice and like smooth brain. Novellas are lumsden. I can't remember the actual thing. Anyway, yeah, so shockingly, so we went to the hospital for Kay's ultrasound, and then we actually got parked. For a start, we didn't get the disabled parking, but we managed to get parked like actually fairly quickly, which was amazing because the hospital's always like overparked. Like, you could tell it had been overparked, but I think because it was the afternoon, there was less like maybe people who were in for like morning clinics or morning visiting times or something were away home. So I know now to ask for afternoon appointments when they have them. And yeah, we went in. The X-ray department was really close to the door. Although Kay was getting her ultrasound and the ultrasound tech was like, oh, we're supposed to be doing a scan for like a cancerous lump. And Kay was like, no, it was an injury. And this woman had the gall to say to Kay, like, oh, maybe next time you should explain yourself better to the doctor and ask for an MSK referral, not a cancer referral. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, because Kay was the one that actually did the referral. She somehow, without anybody knowing, went to medical school, got her degree and became a GP and ordered her own wrong scan. It was nothing to do with the GP, nothing to do at all. And like, the discussion she had with the GP was that it was an injury. Like, she said she felt a lump and he like touched it and he agreed that there was a lump there because, you know, she'd like torn a muscle a little bit, like had a little tear, which then forms a lump because of inflammation. And the ultrasound tech was able to see where that it was injured and that it's healing, which is fine, it's good. But like, to turn around to the patient and say that it's their fault the wrong test has been ordered, I'm sorry, she doesn't have the qualifications for that. The person who has the qualifications for that is the one who ordered the wrong test. Like, don't be starting with the patient because the doctor has ordered the wrong test. That is not the patient's fault. Anyway, I'm going to go and do this. I'm just been off now, but I'm sitting on the floor in the library. I need to input stuff into my spreadsheet. Hello, this is your last Wednesday update, I promise. Why is this side doing it, but this side's not? Okay. This is your last Wednesday update, I promise. I'm about to go to bed. But I finished a book. I finished another book. I finished One for the Road. Yes, I did. I finished One for the Road. Which means I only have, technically I put an arc on my TBR, which is People Watching, which has been it for a while. The second book, People Pleasing, has already been announced now. So I would like to get to it. I think it's the oldest arc on my TBR. I really want to get to it. I'm just really scared to read it. But One for the Road was also an arc. As you can see, I now have the physical copy. I really need to get on top of my arcs. And I got accepted for another arc today. So that's great. It is, however, a pre-order. So again, I should hopefully be reading that soon. I love this. This is my favourite McCabe book. This was my favourite book in this series so far. So this follows Alistair, who is one of the McCabe brothers. There's three brothers, Mac, Callum and Alistair, obviously, and then their sister Heather. And they are from Skye. Kinleith, I think, is the village, where everybody knows everybody. Their dad was the local doctor, the GP, and he has recently died. And Alistair, who is a GP as well, he came back from Glasgow, where he was living, to get out of his dad's shadow, and came back when his dad got ill to help take care of him, and then found out that his dad has left him the surgery, his GP surgery, and so he's living in this little cottage, and the adjoining cottage, like there's literally a door between them, is where Isla is living, and Isla has just split up with her ex, who she found out was cheating on her with his ex. And they have a 7-year-old child who's wrapped up in this as well. I hate that man, honestly. He is awful throughout this entire book. And so at first Alistair he's burnt out, he's struggling with grief, struggling on how to sort of go forward with everything that's happened in his life. And so he's just the irritable, grouchy neighbour next door. And then slowly he starts to kind of soften towards them. And him and Isla, they're already attracted to each other. And they end up... So he's trying to drum up better patient feedback because it's tanked and he's trying to sell the surgery. And she wants to enter this baking competition because it's a yearly one that they do at the fair, because she really, really needs the money because her shithead ex is not helping at all. He kept the house in his name. So her and their daughter are living in this tiny 2-bedroom cottage instead of living in their house because he's an arse. And he keeps cancelling on her. Doesn't care about seeing his kid, only cares about his new girlfriend. Total waste of space. Absolute waste of space. And so she needs to win this competition so that she can get the prize money. But this year things have changed. The prize money has increased, which obviously a great boon for her. But the rules have changed and now they have to have, it has to be a couple, it has to be a pair to enter the competition. And Annabelle, who's running the competition, who is the new girlfriend, is like, oh, I'm so sorry, Isla, maybe next year. And Isla's like, and so Alistair's like, I will join this with you. And she's like, what? And he's like, I will join this competition with you if you fake date me and make everybody like me. And she's like, yeah, that's not going to work. So, of course, they start fake dating. And immediately, they're both, like, before this even starts, they're both attracted to each other. So it's just an inevitable, like, they've got their heads in the sand about it. So, but I love the fact that our kid, Teddy, she also was, like, a big part of it. She was, like, kind of the thing that got through a bit to Alistair because she didn't treat him like someone who was a pariah, and he didn't treat her like an idiot, like a child, like some people do. He actually, like, spoke to her. Like, I think there's some neurodiversions going on with Alistair, because, like, she would ask him a question and he would just seriously consider it and answer it. And then, like, there'd be times he'd answer a question and go, wait, that was a joke, wasn't it? And they're like, yep, yeah, that was a joke. I love this so much. Like, the issues that we're dealing with, he is an NHS GP and he was dealing with severe burnout, especially because his last boss was old guard, older guy, who hadn't updated his opinions or training since the world was in black and white. And Alistair just ends up getting burnt out. He is struggling so much with so many things. And Isla, at the same time, like, the problems felt real and relatable, and this is definitely my favourite in the series. I absolutely adored this. I absolutely adored this so much. I really thought there was going to be a scene where he was going to have to help birth a child at one point, but I was surprised that did not happen. Really, really enjoyed this so much. I now have to make the decision though, because I finished so that's my TBR technically finished, except from this one arc that I want to get read. But at the same time, there's so many books next month. Like, this is the thing, I know I'm going to like the arc, but I'm struggling to read it because so it's People Pleasing, no, that's the next book. People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young, and I loved everything from Hannah Bonham Young, but I'm now scared that we're stepping out of the universe she was in into a different one, or like into a different group of characters, and I'm scared to move on to these new characters because I'm already like, I like the ones she wrote. Like, it's stupid. But I also have Platform Decay, which we all know has been all over the place, and I desperately want to read this, and Vicky is reading this right now and driving me up the wall by being like, oh, this is really good, when you get to this page you'll really... I'm going to put my bookmark in just in case. So I really want to read this, even though it is on next month's TBR. I really just want to pick this up and read it. I'm also tempted just to read through my Heartstoppers because, again, they're on next month's TBR. But do I want to read them now, or do I want to wait? And then the minute the sixth one comes through the door, I can binge them all. Or do I want to binge these and then pick up the sixth one when it comes? Because it's the 25th of June. And it's not due until the 2nd. And I think there's probably going to be a thing on it so you can't get it before then. So do I want to read, that's the thing, do I want to read all the Heartstopper at once? Or do I want to read this and wait and get Heartstopper? I think I might, I don't know. That's tomorrow's decision. I'll sleep on it, I'll think about it, and I'll see where I land. I'll probably end up reading Murderbot, I'm not going to lie. I really also hope, like, Murderbot's only 242 pages. Like, that book is only 242 pages. And I have just finished reading the last one. So it'd be good to get that picked up as soon as possible, so that I'm on track. So that, like, I've still got it in my memory, and then I can read Heartstopper after. I think that's, I'm going to end up, who are we kidding? I'm going to end up reading Murderbot, and that's fine. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get this arc read, but I really, really want to read Murderbot. But anyway, it is bedtime. I should probably take my makeup off as much as I can. I don't have any face makeup on. I keep yawning. I don't have any face makeup on. Like, none of this is just my face. But obviously I do have, like, eyeliner and mascara on. And I will end up waking up looking like a raccoon. But see, there's the one hand people say you should take your makeup off before you bed because skin and blah blah blah. But it's not unlike, it's not face makeup, and at the same time I feel like it comes off better the next day. Like, if I sleep in my eyeliner and that it like with my eyes moving and stuff from sleeping, I think it comes off better the next day. I don't know, we'll see. Hello, it is, thank you for your input, Hamish. It is Friday. I don't know if I vlogged yesterday, but I look as hellish as I feel, I'm not gonna lie. I had an incident last night at like 3 in the morning. Funnily enough, when the storm started, like when the storm actually hit here, I had a flare up, I don't even know what to call it, but basically it was like when I had gallstones, like when before I had my gallbladder out. So I felt unbelievably sick. I had really intense pain in my stomach, and then like I did this thing where it was horrible. It's always horrible, but this is like, it's a colic pain that you get with gallstones, where you get the pain and the nausea, and it's like, oh, actually that's a bit uncomfortable, and then it goes away and you go, oh, obviously it was just passing, and then it comes back a wee bit worse, and you're like, and then it goes away and you're like, oh, okay, and then it comes back a wee bit worse, and every time it comes back worse, and it does this, like, that's why it's colic pain. It goes up, like, it gets worse, and then it stops, and then it gets worse, and then it stops, and eventually you're just like lying on the couch, unable to move, unable to talk, pretty much just drooling because you're in so much pain. Your body just checks out. I'm speaking from experience, and that was when I had a gallbladder. I no longer have a gallbladder, so it just got to the point where it was deeply uncomfortable and I was scared to move, but I wasn't locked up like I was before. But luckily I still have my, I use like buccal anti-sickness tablets for it, so you shove them up in between your gum and like your lip here, and that seems to help it a lot. So I just had to wait, it was like half an hour maybe, I had to wait for it to pass, and then it's exhausting. Like, it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever had a really bad migraine, or if you've had norovirus or food poisoning, you know, afterwards when it's all done and you feel physically better, like all the symptoms have gone away, but then you just feel completely drained and like hollow but heavy at the same time, and you're exhausted to the point where you just, I feel hollow and I almost feel like I'm like buzzing a little bit, pulsing. That's how I've felt today. That's how I've been today. I am shattered. I had to go up to go to the nurse this morning. But I am like my stomach's still, not like physically it's still tender because obviously my muscles were contracting, so physically I'm still tender. Luckily there's nothing that makes me feel sick, so like eating was totally fine. I feel really, I felt better after eating, and yeah, I just feel absolutely drained. Like, it's such a weird sensation, but I feel horrible. It is getting better. It's been progressively getting better through the day. As like my energies come back, the muscles have started, like healing a wee bit and stuff, whatever. But yeah, so that's been my day. I don't know if I vlogged yesterday at all. I have barely any memory of yesterday. I actually did at one point. I probably should have known this was coming. Well, I thought I was going to get a migraine. I genuinely thought I was going to get hit with a really bad migraine. One, because the storm was building up and that gives me migraines. Like, I get headaches from the barometric pressure. But all of a sudden, I just felt exhausted. Like, it was like 9 o'clock and all of a sudden I was like shut down level tired. But I couldn't sleep. Like, I curled up here to try and sleep. But I was like right on the edge of like being awake the whole time, where you can hear every sound and everything makes you wake up. And then Hamish came and lay at my feet, which he never does. And I was like, I just get the feeling something bad's going to happen to me health-wise. But I thought it was going to be a migraine. It was not a migraine. It was possibly a gallstone attack, because I do still have, like, although they remove the gallbladder, the bile ducts are still there, so you can still have like gallstones stuck in your bile ducts. Fun fact. And today I've just been like I've been cold, even though it's still warm outside. Like, I've felt cold because my energy's been so low that my body's been struggling to keep up with keeping my body warm. It's just horrible. It's a horrible feeling. But I did finish Platform Decay, so that has been now read and up to date with Murderbot. Yes, this was on next month's TBR, but I finished this month's TBR. So I finished One for the Road. I think I spoke about that. And then I decided to read Platform Decay because I've been so excited about it. And I don't know if I've spoken about this, but I love these hardbacks. And I'm so salty that I didn't get them when they were coming out. Someone is selling them on Vinted, but total it would be like £128 to get them. And I don't exactly have that right now to be thrown about, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to work on getting them at some point secondhand. Well, that is secondhand, but like, work on it. But yeah, this is the newest book. I think it's book 8 in the Murderbot diaries. And it was really interesting. I love being with Murderbot. I love the journey that we're on with Murderbot. It's interesting. Some of the things that happened in here were interesting for potential future, like what's going to happen. Obviously, I don't want to say anything because it's the 8th book in a series. Please ignore this little pointy bit that's the end of my hair, not like a sticky bit. Yeah, so stoked to have read that. I was like, where is my Kindle? It's here. I do have an arc that I wanted to read this month that technically wasn't on my TBR, but I added to my TBR. So I could technically read that. What is the day? I don't even know what the day is today. Friday the 26th. So I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday left. I've got 5 days left. And I don't think I'll be not reading for 5 days. I could do my reread of Heartstopper and get that off my TBR. I could read my arc, which I'm meant to read. All of a sudden, I think because I've mentioned it, I'm now burning up. That was me last night, like I was burning up. That was the other thing. I was burning up. I felt really tired all of a sudden, and Hamish kept like coming over to me in a way that he doesn't normally. So I was like, I don't feel good about this. But yeah, now I'm burning up again. Like it's ridiculous. My body can't decide what it wants to do. But yeah, I could read People Pleasing. No, stop it. It's People Watching. I could read People Watching. I could try and get on top of that, or try and get like a start on that. I really should read my arc because I want to get my arc numbers down. 2, I want to read this book to find out if I want an actual paper copy. And 3, I want to see if I like this to see if I want the next book that's coming out, which has been announced, which is called People Pleasing, which is why I keep getting them mixed up. But I don't know what I'm going to do just now. I need to wait until Kay gets home to start the slow cooker with, what's it called? Bolognese. I need to do it because the mushrooms need used. And I've taken the pork out, so honestly, see if you like bolognese or any like mince based thing, but you either don't want to pay how much it costs for beef mince these days, or don't eat beef mince, or like whatever. Pork mince, way to go. It is cheap. It is fairly flavourless. Like, it doesn't impede its flavour on the dish, so it's not changing the flavour of the dish. But it does take on the flavours of what you add. So like making the bolognese, it takes on the garlic and the sauce and stuff like that. So if you eat pork but you don't eat beef, if you don't eat beef but you don't eat pork, turkey mince. I also recommend turkey thigh mince, but it is, I can't remember if the thigh mince is more expensive or not, but yeah, I've never tried chicken mince, but something just seems wrong to me about chicken mince, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I might even watch Grimm, which I have not done in a while, and I will update you probably tomorrow, because I'll probably forget to update you later on today, if there's even anything to update. Hello, it is Friday, going into Saturday, and I've just finished rereading all of Heartstopper in preparation for the new one coming out. I just really wanted to get back to the reread, so I just did it. I finished Platform Decay earlier, and then I've just piled through that. I have also read some of People Watching, but I just couldn't stop thinking. You know when you're just hyper focused on one thing and you can't do anything else around it. So now I've finished it. I did not tab. I had to tab. I brought tabs downstairs, but I did not tab volume 5. By the time I got round to reading it, it was past midnight, and I was just like, you know what? I'll tab it next time. So it's fine. But yeah, so now I've just read all 5 what are they called? Volumes of Heartstopper. And yeah, I grabbed my bookmark, forgetting I already had a Heartstopper bookmark, but at the same time I don't need a bookmark for Heartstopper. I mainly needed it for when I had to like adjust where I was sitting because I was getting sore. So yeah, I forgot that I had multiple Heartstopper bookmarks. It doesn't particularly help me with my TBR for next month because, I mean, Heartstopper's very quick to read. So it has taken me like longer than I thought to read them. I think I started reading them before tea. It's taken me a while. I remember oh no, that was a different alarm. It's taken me a while to read all 5 volumes, but that's that done. It does mean though that my read number for the month has gone up to, what was it, 16? 20, Platform Decay was 20, so that's 25 reads this month. Oh, she is heavy. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna finish People Watching. I'm already invested. So we've met Milo and we've met Prue, and Milo is going back to not quite his hometown. It's like a town by his hometown, because him and his brother and his sister, they didn't really by this. I'm only like a chapter or 2 chapters in. It sounds like the parents went great, so his brother moved further away, and they all agreed that they would have one. They call it a 119 instead of a 911. That each sibling could call in an emergency where the other siblings had to drop everything and get there, and the parents weren't to be told, weren't to be involved. It was just the siblings, and so the oldest brother has called in a 119, and so Milo and his sister Nadia have dropped everything and travelled back to help the brother with whatever he needs help with. They don't actually know what it is yet. We don't actually know what it is yet. Just that he needs them there, so they are going. And then we meet Prue, who lives in, I believe, I don't know if it's the same village or the village next to them, but she lives in, I can't get to the charger. She lives in at least the place where they're driving through, because her dad owns the petrol station / convenience store where Milo stops. That's how they meet, because she's out putting a sign up to say that they're closed that day because her mum has Alzheimer's and she has slipped. My hair smells so nice. Sorry. One of the ways she's slipped today is that she thinks it's her wedding day, and so they've learned that like the best way to deal with Alzheimer's is to just go with it. So she goes to put a closed for a wedding sign up on the door, and Milo pulls up in his car and he's like, I need me some petrol. And she's like, you can pay at the pump, but we're closed. And so her mum comes out, and it turns out he knows her mum. So now he's entered into this awkward exchange because he has no idea that she has Alzheimer's. And that's kind of where I left off. But yeah, I am shattered, and it's time for bed, especially since I had a horrible sleep last night because of the potential gallstone attack. And as you can tell, tomorrow I'm going to have to jump in the shower because my hair is not very... It's been so hot, and everything's like so hot and so damp, and it's just, my hair does not do well, and I need to wash my hair, but I need to shower anyway. Well, that's attractive. Right. Good night. Hello, it is Sunday, and I did not vlog at all yesterday. So my apologies, but yesterday was just really, really rough. I think I told you about the potential gallstone-esque incident that happened, and then the next few days I was just exhausted. Like Saturday, I literally could not keep my eyes open, but I could not fall asleep. Like I was really, really struggling. And today has been a bit better. Obviously, as you can see, I managed to shower, and then I broke a nail. Not broke a nail, but like it caught in something and ripped a little bit. So it's just like a little bit that I need to try and smooth out, as it were. I also spent most of yesterday reading Grimm, watching Grimm instead of reading. So there's that. I did finish today finish People Watching. I started that yesterday, which is an arc that I had, and unfortunately I just didn't like it. I couldn't find myself giving a single solitary fuck about the characters. They were so 2D to me. They were just so flat and so, like, in my head I was like, these are characters, these are not people. Which obviously, like, in every book they are characters, not people, but you know what I mean? You get an attachment to characters, they just weren't fleshed out at all for my liking, and there was so many subjects trying to be broached at once that they all just kind of got like skipped over, like a list of like, right, tick, done that, tick. Like there was a list of requirements, and like she hit the marks, but she didn't like do justice to them. So like, and the thing is, I really like Hannah Bonham Young, and she's done similar things in previous books and done it marvellously, and for some reason this time it just wasn't for me. Like I just kept cringing at I don't know if it was I don't know why, but something about the fact that the main character had a mustache was putting me off. I don't know why. Now my skin's feeling off, and there's a big spider over there. Amazing. But yeah, I didn't really like it, which is really unfortunate. But hey, at least that's another arc read. Something else happened that I was going to tell you about, but I forget. Oh yeah, my only good sports bra just broke. So I had 2 sports bras that I would wear to the gym, and I would wear instead of wearing real bras. Like I've had to put on a real bra, like an underwired, like bra. I switched back to the sports bras that I had because I just wanted something to like ensure that my underboob sweat was not being, because like when this, I hate the sensation of underboob sweat, and it has been hot. But even then, like, I mostly, if I'm wearing in the house, I don't like wearing an underwire bra. And anybody who wears underwire bras and has big boobs can tell you it's not fun. So I usually wear my sports bras. Now the problem is I ordered a pair. They're just off Amazon. I ordered a pair and they were too big. And I was like, that's fine. I don't need them for the gym. I just need them for, like, just to be there. So that was fine. But then when I did start going to the gym, I was like, I need sports bras for the gym. But because I knew like that size was too big, I just ordered the size down and they were fine. Like they were perfect. They were the right size. But on both of them now, because they zip up the front, because I have trouble, again, another reason I swapped is because I have trouble with the back clasps. And the last time I had a front clasp and bra, every time I reached sideways for anything, it would unpluck itself. So yeah, the zips were like the best thing. And now I have no sports bras to go to the gym in. So now I'm going to have to find some. I found some a while ago and I should have just ordered them. But I was like, nah, I'm fine. I've still got one that I can go to the gym in. Nah. So I think I'll just not be going with, because I can't do the over the head like thing as well, because the strength of, the tensile strength I need for my boob size is so high that trying to get them on, I get stuck and dislocate my shoulders and don't even talk to me about getting them off. Don't even talk to me. So yeah, I really need like something that I can do up in the front or back, and then do it up the back is difficult. So yeah. Anyway, I have actually started another book. I've started Untamed Heart because it's only the 28th of June, so I still have time. So I've brought these downstairs because I've already cut into my TBR. I've read Platform Decay and all 5 volumes of Heartstopper, so that's 6 books off next month's TBR, and I didn't want to cut into it anymore. So I've picked up these 2 because they are teeny tiny. This one's under 300 pages. I think this one's just over 300 pages. Yeah, 320 pages, 321 pages. So these are nice and teeny tiny. I was actually really unsure about these. I only picked them up because this character, the female main character in this, is called Hestia, and she is a tattoo artist, and I was like, heck yeah. But so far, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Now, this is the thing. Like, a book doesn't have to be... I was worried about this because they're so thin, and I've been, like, reading 300 plus, 350 plus page romance novels and thinking, like, a lot of people have heard say, like, why does a romance novel have to be over 300 pages? Like, one of the ones I've got there for next month is Pucking Around, which is 707 pages. Give me the detail, get me into the nitty-gritty. But if you're good at it, you don't need to struggle with it. And yet, I didn't like people watching, but I'm really enjoying Untamed Heart right now, even though I've only read, it's only like 164 pages so far, and they've dealt with so many good things. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really happy to get more books off my TBR. I'm actually like, I've already input, we've got a spreadsheet, me and the girls have got a spreadsheet that we keep tabs on our TBRs. It's like not quite a competition, but like that kind of competition where, because like we all have such different TBRs, we'd never be able to work on like, get into like a certain number, but it's so that we can see our own like numbers, but then like seeing other people like having that accountability of everybody else putting in their numbers kind of like makes you want to read your TBR. So I've already put my numbers in for that, and I'm going to read 2 more books of my TBR, so I'm going to have to change that, which is fine. It's just annoying because I was like, oh, I'm not going to read anything else in this book. Girl. So I just cracked nail. I was having such a good day. I was like, not even such a good day. I was just like, I've been motivated to actually do my hair. Like, I've just straightened it, but like I've actually done something with my hair. This is not quite sitting right, but it's fine, I'll sort itself out. Like, I've been straightening my hair. The other day I put makeup on to go out, not like just eyeliner and mascara, because that's all I really wear makeup wise. So I know how to do it, and even that's like, my nails are all like roughly the same size, and like seem to be going well. Although now I think I've just got a break down right at the edge of my where it attaches to the skin of my thumb, which is amazing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm rambling now. I still need to. I've got pretty much now all my June vlogs to edit, which is just great, so great. So I should probably get on top of that. Plus I've got 2.5 seasons of Grim to watch, or like 2 seasons if we count the fact that the last season only got half the episodes. So like combined 2 seasons worth. It's like 30 hours or something left of Grim to watch. I've still not got any further in Supernatural. And now my brain's like, ooh, let's watch Downton. So yeah, there's that. But Kay's off next week, so it should be a fun week. It's our anniversary next week, so we'll be married 6 years on the 4th of July. It's Kay's dad's birthday. We've got a chicken at the vet. We've got Hamish at the vet, just for like follow up. The chicken's got follow up like after the medication she's been on, just to see how she's been getting on, because she's got a canker infection. So she's been on metronidazole. I was going to say methotrexate, but that was the character in the last book that I was reading. One of them was taking methotrexate, which is a cancer drug. So that's not what I need for the chicken. Metronidazole, which is a specific antibiotic. And that's midnight, so I need to take my pills. Excuse. And Hamish he's got a vaccine that's supposed to have like 2. Like you get 1 and then do 1 the next month. Kind of like we get MMR. So he's back in for that. So fab. Anyway, yeah, I better go and actually like get some more reading. I can't believe it's midnight already. That's ridiculous. I can't believe how fast I swear I went into the shower at 10 to 10. That explains where the time's gone. I was like, I sure I went in at like 9 o'clock. No, you didn't. You went 10:10. That's why time seems like it's gone a lot faster than it has. Yeah. So if you want to let me know what you were here, but you don't want to leave me a long comment, if you leave me a fan emoji or some kind of like cool emoji, because it's been so hot in the UK and like I've actually got the fan on right now. Because I was blow drying my hair and then straightening it, so I need to cool down a little bit now. If you want to, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.